The Economy of Sharing, 10 years later. More than 700 entrepreneurs, employees, scholars and students, workers and friends of the Economy of Sharing met at the Mariapolis Center of Gastrkgondfo from April 5th to the 8th for their first school of the Economy of Sharing, 10 years after it began in Brazil in 1991. The starting point for this conference was Chiara's keynote address, in which she made 4 points. First, she spoke about the aims of the Economy of Sharing, which are to bring brotherhood and unity to all people, and to ensure that, as in the first Christian communities, no one among them is in need. Dear business people and all, perhaps with the passing of time we forgot about such high aims. We thought of making some profit, maybe even to appease our conscience, but no. We must ensure that in time, no one is in need. We have to give this example. From a small example, society can understand what could happen in the world if we do it, and we're on our way. Then, the culture of giving, which means the culture of love. Chiara also spoke of new people, mostly lay people who are living in a favored time. They do not find fulfillment in a job, a career, or simply in their family life. It's no longer enough. They are not satisfied. They do not feel that they are themselves unless they can also devote themselves explicitly to humanity. This is why their decision to become involved in the Economy of Sharing is not a burden for them. On the contrary, it's a joy, because they find a way to fulfill themselves completely. They live for a great ideal, and they are constant in it. They become holy, not in spite of politics or economics, but precisely in the life of politics and economics.
Nella vita politica e nella vita economica.
Finally, Chiara announced the creation of schools of formation for entrepreneurs. Her words made a deep impression on everyone and prompted firm decisions and the commitment to put them into practice. I think that the Economy of Sharing is a prophetic sign in today's world, where the economy is globalized and there's a tendency to possess things. Parties are polarized by private interests and fierce competition. The Economy of Sharing is just the opposite of this. It's an economy based on the person, on one's needs, one's resources, one's capacity to give and to live solidarity with others. I am sure that the Economy of Sharing is one of the prophetic signs that the Holy Spirit gives to the Church today.
É destes sinais proféticos que o Espírito deixa na sua igreja.
Chiara께서 말씀하신 중에
I was very touched to hear Chiara's wish that there would be no more poor people. It is inspiring to hear that we should accumulate treasures in heaven, and that when economic difficulties arise for our businesses, God will send His help at the right moment, drawing from His safe in heaven.
정말 하나님께서 더 이렇게 그 근거에 있는 것을 내어주신다는 것도 아주 그런 이야기에 큰 용기를 가졌어요.
What touched me deeply was when Chiara said that by bringing the Economy of Sharing ahead, we live out our role as lay people, as laity committed in the Church, being an answer for the Church. And I think that by being an answer for the Church, we are also giving an answer to the world.
There are situations in which human reasoning makes you think you shouldn't give. You should think about yourself, about your business, about your family, when instead your concern is for the other, whether customer, employee, or supplier, that they are okay, that they are happy with their work, and that their needs are taken care of. Then you see that your business is developing and your own needs are taken care of, often in unexpected ways.
Su trabajo tenga cubiertas sus necesidades. Cuando das a estos, entonces es cuando experimentas y compruebas que tu empresa va adelante, tus necesidades económicas están cubiertas y de una manera impensada muchas veces.
In a crescendo of unity with Jesus in the midst, the program unfolded with themes developed by Vera Araujo, Luigino Bruni, Benedetto Gui, Alberto Ferrucci.
Il mercato visto dunque come un momento.
The market, therefore, is seen as a qualifying moment of civic life, of life in common, a builder and not a destroyer of positive reciprocal relationships.
The program was interspersed with the experiences of economy of sharing businesses in different parts of the world. A panel discussion with experts from different nations, Manuela Silva from Portugal, Rocio Marquez from Spain, Cristina Calvo from Argentina, and Stefano Zamagni from Italy, this underscored the contribution of the economy of sharing and compared it to the present-day trends of the world economy, an antidote to the culture of competition.
Allora, il punto è esattamente questo. Abbiamo bisogno di economia.
We need the economy of sharing because we need to demonstrate that we have to produce and we can produce wealth, well-being, revenue, etc., based on a model which rejects the paradigm of competition and has the effect that I have briefly indicated.
Della competizione che ha l'effetto che ho brevemente illustrato.
Much was said about the industrial areas or parks in the little towns as reference points for all the businesses linked to them and as a visible reality of the economy of sharing. Chiara launched the idea of an industrial zone in Lopiano. A foundation was created that can collect donations and promote widespread shareholding. The project was welcomed enthusiastically. The slogan, "We're not rich, but we're many," that had created the Araceli industrial area 10 years ago was reiterated.